This is a tough choice because I've had a couple experiences like this that I could talk about. But I guess we could start with my very first real relationship. And my very first relationship with a woman. I was a freshman in college. I'm not a junior, but I was a freshman in college. I'd met this person literally my first week of classes, and we were pretty much inseparable since I had met them. I spent my birthday is in late August, so literally during that first week of classes was my birthday, and I ended up spending it with them and friends that they had already made. And then those people ended up becoming my friends. It was really great. It was really fun. We had a lot of fun. That friend group was really, we just were constantly with each other, and it was just always a good time. The thing with this person was, I wasn't sure that I really wanted to be with them on that level. But again, they were really cool. They made me feel very seen. Maybe seen isn't the word, but they made me feel understood. They taught me a lot about myself that I wouldn't have known if I hadn't met them. They taught me just a lot about a lot of things in general. I thought that they were very intelligent. They always knew really, really random facts, and I thought that that was fascinating because I was like, okay, this person really knows a lot of random shit. They read a lot of shit, they just know a lot of things. They were a psych major, they knew a lot about feelings and how the human brain works and all of this, whatever. So it was really, really good. We didn't start dating until February. The thing is, bro, it's so crazy. Yes, we started dating in February, and that lasted almost a year. So I was with them for almost an entire year of my life. They had met my family, my immediate family. They met a couple people on, my dad's side. They met all of my mom's family. I had taken them to visit my mom's family in Boston, which is the craziest shit ever. Yeah, it was good for the most part. It was pretty good. The problem was I was very depressed. I experienced a lot of loss. In my freshman year, I lost both of my grandmothers literally in the span of 4 months. So my first week I had lost my grandmother, and then I never really picked up my schoolwork or anything like that. I just fell behind and kind of stayed behind, and then I lost my second grandmother in December during finals week. So it was really, really rough, but they were there for every part of that. And so it made it really easy to lean on them for a lot. And then in March, this is the craziest shit ever. In March, I ended up getting meningitis, which was an experience. And they were there for that entire thing as well. Again, it was just really, really easy to lean on them. And then January came, and I just knew that something had to change because I was really, really depressed. I just needed to be not even alone. I just needed to not have the weight of a relationship, the obligation of a relationship on me, because I was failing almost all of my classes. I was barely taking care of myself. I just needed to not have that on me. And so I broke up with them, not in the best way. It wasn't my best moment by any means. And I did apologize for that because I knew that after I did it, I knew that that wasn't the best way to go about things. But then they started wilding, like, it got crazy, it got nuts. So at this time, we were already in our sophomore year, and we were living in the same suite together. We had different dorms, but we were in the same suite. So I broke up with them, and things were really weird, but then they were cool because we talked, and then we got back to school, and things were really weird off rip again, and then they just did a crazy shit to me, and because we lived in the suite, it just gave them so much access to me because we were in the same space literally all of the time. We had the same friends. It sucked for a while because I felt like there was no way to escape them because they were always there, and I like didn't know what they were gonna do next. And how they reacted, not even from the breakup, but after the point where we had had conversations and we were cool again, how they acted from that point really made me go, oh, you're a little nuts. Because there were just things that they were doing and I hadn't even responded, I hadn't even talked to them really, like, they were just doing things. And again, it just felt weird because I live with you and I don't know what you're gonna do. We share a wall and I don't know what you're planning on doing now. And we live in the same suite. It sucked for a while because the friends that we had, the mutual friends that we had, I felt like I was losing them because they were with this person all the time. So I felt like I had no friends anymore because they were all all with her, and I just didn't know what to do. I remember one weekend, all of our friends had gone out with this person, and I was so upset over it. Like, I got so upset because I was like, wow, I haven't really seen or spoken to any of my friends in a while after telling them that we had broken up, and they said that they loved and they would support me and all of these things. I ended up going home for a weekend. Like, my mom literally came to pick me up, and I ended up going home for a weekend because I just felt so alone and I didn't know what else to do. But all of that aside, that relationship, I blamed myself for a really, really long time. Because I know myself, I know that I'm not a naive person, I know that I'm not, easily taken advantage of, but I felt like I let them do that to me. Like, I felt like I should have seen those things coming. And so I put the blame on myself for a really, really long time because I was just hurt, and I was like, I can't believe I let this happen. But it not only gave me one of my best friends through that situation, but I also just learned how strong I am. Like, this showed me that I'm strong in a different way, like in ways that I never thought, in ways that I always was taught to think were weaknesses. I picked up a love for tarot reading at this time, and one card that I got often was Strength. And the card basically talks about being able to find strength and vulnerability, which is not easy for me. I'm somebody who can be very guarded emotionally, and somebody who doesn't really know how to touch or be into with my own emotions. But this really showed me that I think that was one of the lessons I needed, or one of the experiences I needed in order to really show me, girl, you gotta open up. Like, things are gonna happen and you need to be open to feeling everything. And it really did make me trust myself a lot more. I made a lot of really, really good decisions coming out of that relationship. I met a lot of new people, I had a lot of new experiences, I trusted myself a lot more, it opened a lot of doors for me by just putting faith in myself and knowing what is good for me and what is not. Yeah, that experience was very, very crazy and insane, but I did learn a lot about myself through it.